It was still dark in Memphis, Tennessee. The city slept, but not all of it. On September 2nd, 2022, at exactly 4 a.m., the steady rhythm of running footsteps echoed through the silence. Eliza Fletcher, 34 years old, a wife, a mother of two, a beloved teacher, and a disciplined runner who knew these streets well. This was her ritual. Same route, same time, same distance. But this morning, something was different. Surveillance cameras captured her passing by in her usual gear. A pink top, running shoes laced tight, a water bottle in her hand. What she didn't know was that a dark vehicle was watching her. It slowed down, lurking, waiting. And within minutes, Eliza Fletcher vanished. Her phone and water bottle were left behind. A pair of sandals, not hers, scattered on the ground. And just like that, Memphis was plunged into one of the most haunting cases in recent memory. Who was Eliza Fletcher? Before she became a headline, Eliza Fletcher was simply Liza to those who loved her. A kindergarten teacher at St. Mary's Episcopal School. A woman known for her warmth, her energy, and her gift for filling classrooms with laughter and song. She was the granddaughter of a wealthy Memphis family, heiress to Orgill Incorporated, one of the nation's largest hardware distribution companies. But money wasn't her passion. Teaching children was. Her students adored her. Her colleagues respected her. Her family cherished her. Running, too, was a huge part of her life. She had finished 20th among all women in the St. Jude Marathon, qualifying for the prestigious Boston Marathon. To Eliza, those 4 a.m. runs were more than exercise. They were a way of centering herself. But on September 2nd, that simple ritual collided with unimaginable horror. The disappearance. At 6:45 a.m., a passing cyclist noticed something strange near the University of Memphis campus. A phone, a water bottle, and those sandals, abandoned on the ground. At first, he kept riding. Then, uneasy, he turned back, not realizing the significance of what he had just found. By 7 a.m., Eliza's husband, Richard, reported her missing. She had never returned from her run. The items were quickly confirmed to be hers, except for the sandals. No one recognized them. Detectives moved quickly. Surveillance cameras confirmed what no one wanted to believe. A black SUV had been circling the area for nearly 30 minutes. Then, suddenly, it stopped. A man jumped out, rushed toward Eliza, and forced her into the vehicle. The SUV sat motionless for 4 long minutes, before speeding away into the dark. The early light made the footage grainy, but investigators noticed 2 key details. The SUV had front-end damage, and a partial license plate was visible. The hunt was on. Panic and fear in Memphis. News of the abduction spread quickly. Helicopters roared overhead. Police knocked on doors. Entire neighborhoods woke to panic. Memphis had seen violence before, but this was different. This was targeted, chilling, personal. Eliza Fletcher wasn't just another missing woman. She was a teacher, a mother, a daughter, a fixture of her community. Her family pleaded publicly for her safe return. They offered a $50,000 reward for information. Her aunt, city attorney Jennifer Sink, begged the community to stay alert, and local runners began warning each other, run in pairs, run in groups, be careful. Because if Eliza could be taken, no one felt safe. A dangerous suspect emerges. The sandals left behind held the key. Forensic testing revealed DNA that matched someone already in the system, a man with a record stretching back decades. His name was Eliza Abduction. He was only 38 years old. But his crimes began when he was just a child. At 11, he was already stealing cars. At 14, he was accused of rape. By his 20s, he was serving time for kidnapping. In the year 2000, he had abducted an attorney at gunpoint. The victim only escaped because a passerby spotted the crime. Abduction served 20 years behind bars, but by 2020, he was free. And in 2022, his freedom would cost another woman her life. The arrest. Investigators tracked down the SUV, parked outside an apartment complex. The damage matched. Neighbors reported seeing Abston cleaning the vehicle aggressively with chemicals. His brother noticed him washing clothes in the sink just hours after Eliza vanished. Police moved in. They arrested him and charged him with especially aggravated kidnapping and tampering with evidence. But there was one chilling problem. Abston refused to cooperate. He wouldn't say where Eliza was. For her family, the waiting became unbearable, the heartbreaking discovery. 4 days after Eliza disappeared, hope came to an end. On September 5th, 2022, officers discovered human remains behind a vacant duplex, just 7 miles from where she had been abducted. It was Eliza. Her body bore the marks of violence: a gunshot wound to the head, fractures, injuries to her legs, her running shorts discarded in a bag nearby, and toxicology reports revealed fentanyl in her system, raising chilling questions about what had been done to her in her final hours. Eliza's morning run had ended in horror. The charges grow. With her body found, the charges against Abston escalated. First-degree murder, identity theft, fraudulent use of a credit card, and later, additional charges for a separate crime, the aggravated rape and kidnapping of a woman named Eliza Franklin a full year earlier. Eliza had reported her assault in 2021. She had submitted a rape kit, but due to severe delays in testing, the DNA match to Abston wasn't processed until after Eliza's murder. The system had failed twice, and this time, the cost was a life. Community in mourning. As Memphis grieved, the community decided to honor Eliza's spirit. Hundreds gathered before dawn to finish Eliza's run. At 4 a.m., the same time she had begun her final jog, they ran her route together. 8 miles, side by side, to prove that fear would not win. Her family described her as radiant, compassionate, a woman who loved deeply and lived fully. For those who loved her, the loss was immeasurable. Justice in court. Despite overwhelming evidence, Abston pled not guilty. But in late 2024, his defense team told him the truth. He had no chance of winning at trial. In a surprising move, Abston changed his plea to guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. No appeals, no second chances. He would die behind bars. In court, Eliza's family spoke directly to him in a written statement. "You murdered Eliza, even though she did nothing to deserve it. She would have been the first to help you if you needed it." Legacy and change. Out of tragedy came change. Tennessee lawmakers passed a new law requiring the Bureau of Investigation to release quarterly reports on sexual assault kit testing. No more hidden delays. No more ignored evidence. For Eliza's family, it was a small step toward making sure her death wasn't in vain. Her story remains a reminder of danger lurking in plain sight, of cracks in a system that allow predators to walk free, and of a community's strength in the face of tragedy. Outro. Eliza Fletcher woke up that morning to do something she loved. She never came home. Her story will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching Unreal True Crime. If you want more chilling cases from around the world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you never miss our next investigation. And if this story moved you, give it a like to help us keep Eliza's memory alive. Until next time, stay safe, because evil never sleeps.